things to overlook in a basement renovation is sound. We all get hung up and carried away with the important things, and I'll show you those in this video. Water, moisture, thermal insulation, structure, layout, design, what it all looks like. But one of the things that's easy to overlook are all the little noisemakers that surround a basement. And in this little tiny space, I'm within just a few feet of 6 kind of loud and sometimes all at the same time noisemakers. There's a sump pump. There's an ejection pump for the basement. There's an ejection line for the condensate from the furnace. There's the furnace itself. I think I'm up to 7. There's this. And then whatever happens outside of this room. So in this basement remodel, I'm going to pay special attention to making this room quiet. This is another reason I like using this stuff. Which is what this video is all about. First, sort of the heroes behind the walls here. We've got our vapor barrier that's covering a rubble foundation. So we've got hydrostatic pressure, water, all kinds of moisture trying to get through the wall. And we don't want it in our wall system and on the organic material of wood. So we've hung a plastic drape. That is integrated down here. You can see this is new concrete here. There's a perimeter drain in here. Smashed it all up, dug it all out, refilled it with rubble, took that and wrapped all that in geotextile fabric with a drain tile in it. So as water sloshes around in the environment outside the house, it's a release valve. So that water has somewhere to go. It goes into a pipe and into a sump pit. Now, framing. A lot of people get fired up about this. I've got a pressure-treated bottom plate, SPF top plate, and when it comes to basements, I am a diehard. I will not tip up the walls. It's just not worth it. I looked it up. I think this house was built before the invention of the straight line. So it's, even though this is like 1 and 1 and 1, it goes faster, it's easier. I can snug these up nice and tight. The other thing that saves me a lot of time when I'm doing a basement reno is having a cut station. I made this one out of a cart. It's inexpensive, and what it does is enables me to stand up most of the day. I like my circular saw, but if I have to be down like this, picking that thing up and pounding through cuts, I'm going to be exhausted by the time, well, noon comes around, and it's almost 6 o'clock at night, and we're still here. So it saves me energy, saves me time, and it's easy. I mean, why wouldn't you do it? That saw is even cordless. I don't have to worry about a cord. So top plate goes in. There's fire blocking here. We've got some gaps that we need to fill and get this sealed up. And fire blocking's job is not to block fire forever, but to slow it down. So that's a code requirement. The next step for us, as we get our studs in place, which I love this part, the perimeter drain, not my favorite 4 days of backbreaking labor, is we're getting ourselves set up for electrical next and insulation after that in pursuit of making this the quietest room in the house. So this is an example of this split stud design. What I've got is maximum safe and sound between the noise source, and these do this, and it's annoying, and the inside of the room. So in this case, I've taken some scrap. I'm just going to pack that loosely. I chamfered this a little bit so I can tuck it in here like so. And now I've got solid insulation, excuse me, between that, and I'm going to coat this under area too. between that noisemaker and the inside of the room. The next thing I'm going to do is another noisemaker is up here. So I'm going to isolate that, and this is another reason I like using this stuff. If this joist spacing is right, and it is close, it actually has a certain amount of rigidity to it and stiffness that enables me to put it all the way in here. So I just stuffed about 3 feet of that in. I've got my air gap above, I've got the safe and sound here, and I've got an air gap below. We've got the sill sealer isolation to hopefully deaden some of the sound coming through these joists. And that will finish up the entire framing and ceiling and duct installation. This is a sound deadening wall design for this HVAC unit. You'll see it in here, but there's just no bridging. Well, that's good.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice. If this looks easy, it's because it is. One of the things that makes working with ROCKWOOL quick and easy, I got to notch around a piece of blocking. I don't want to crush or deform the insulation, so I just cut a notch out of the back of it. There's almost no waste with this stuff. Marking it's easy, 35.5. All I do is I love how very little waste there is. There we go. I love this stuff. Birds are chirping, sun's out, working with wood. Could be worse.
Okay, rolling.
Try that with a different kind of insulation. And behold. I love when a screw just tightens it up, super primo. And dun, 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 dun.